Okay, for this assignment, we're going to work on page 9 and 10 in our art workbook. You need a colored pencil for this because we're going to practice some colored pencil techniques. Let's start with page 9. There are 5 boxes to complete in page 9, 5 blank boxes. The first box is called Stippling. Make tiny dots beside each other to fill the space. Place the dots close to one another on one side of the box. As you move to the other side of the box, gradually let the spaces between the dots get bigger. So see how the dots here are very close together, and then the dots over here are not so close together. Let's try that. Take your colored pencil, any color, and let's try and make some dots on the left-hand side that are very, very, very close together. Lots and lots and lots of dots. After you think you've kind of filled up this space on the left-hand side with tons of dots, now make more dots, but space them out a little bit more. Don't make them as close to each other. And as you get closer to the edge of the box, the right-hand side, space them out even more and more and more until they're really far apart. So that's called stippling. That's a technique you can use with your colored pencils. Let's try the next one, scumbling. Make small, scribbly, circular marks without lifting your pencil. Build up layers of color in part of the box to change the value from dark to light. Let's start with the left side of the box, and I'm going to use my colored pencil to make some scribble marks. Really, really, really close together. It should start to get really, really dark. Now, after I've kind of overlapped those lines quite a bit to make a dark area, make some more scribbly marks, but make them a little bit more spaced out. And a little bit more spaced out, and a little bit more. So we're making something that goes from dark to medium all the way to light. Let's try hatching. Hatching, make separate parallel lines. Parallel lines are next to each other going in the same direction like this to fill the space. Make some of the lines close together and others farther apart to change the value from light to dark. Let's try it. Let's make our lines really, really, really close together on the left side. And then let's space out our lines a little bit more as we move to the right side until our lines are pretty spaced out. See? Dark, medium, light. Cross hatching. Let's do the same technique, except this time we're going to cross our lines. So I'll start with some lines that are going vertical, parallel, and then I'm going to cross them diagonally and the other way diagonally. Let's keep doing that and overlapping our crisscross lines a bunch of times to make a really dark area. And then let's crisscross our lines, but make them a little bit more spread apart. Don't make your lines as close together. That makes the area look a little bit lighter. Wow, this is looking great. Let's try this last one, impressed line. Place a small piece of paper over the drawing paper. So you need a separate piece of paper. Draw on it with a pen if you have it. If you don't, you can skip this box. Press hard to make indented lines on the drawing paper under it. Remove the paper. Color across the impressed lines on the drawing paper. So if you have a pen, you can try this one. If you do not, then move on to the next part. Vary your pressure. Ooh, I like this one. Change your drawing pressure to lighten or darken the color. Start on one side of the box and press really hard, and then as you move to the other side of the box, press a little bit lighter. So let's start on the right-hand side here. I'm going to press really, really hard with my colored pencil. I'm going to try and get a lot of color on there. And then as I move closer to the middle, I'm gonna loosen up my hand grip and press a little bit lighter, and even lighter, even lighter, even lighter, until I can't even see any color. Look at that. Okay, last one is called layering. Make 3 horizontal layers of 3 different colors, leaving a space between each color. Use back and forth strokes to apply smooth, even layers of color. Make 3 vertical layers over the horizontal layers using different colors. So I'm going to press my colored pencil lightly at first, and then I'm gonna overlap my pencil dark, and then I can overlap light, darker, medium, or light. And when I overlap, those areas should get a little bit darker where I'm overlapping my colored pencil. See how some of the areas look darker than others, and some of them look lighter than others? Great! Now finally, now that we know all these awesome techniques, finally we're gonna draw a cool creature. Draw a big imaginary insect in the big box, that's this one. Make sure it has some body parts, some legs, some big eyes, some antenna, or some wings. Use different colored pencil techniques in each of the rectangles to color your bug. So if I was going to draw the head of my bug right here, and the body of my bug like this, and then the wings right here, after I drew my bug, in each of the squares I would do a different colored pencil technique. So maybe in this first square I would try the shading from dark to light like we just tried up top there. Maybe in this box here where the bug is, I would try the hatching. So try some different techniques to color in your bug. All right, that's it for this worksheet. Can't wait to see what you create.